Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Take a second right now, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. And at the end of this video, before I say that, I just want to tell you don't fall for spam, good people. Never send money or crypto to anyone. I don't have a WhatsApp. I never talk about a broker, okay? And then at the end of this video, check out all the links. Let's get right into it. This is a Friday. This is an interesting time in the market. Now, I'm going to show you guys how I've been making money during this bear market, okay? So just watch this video to the end, but I just have a lot of information that's going to help you not just for today, but during this whole bear market season, all right? I took some notes down because this is important for you to know as you're doing your trading, okay? So let's see here. Etsy and Shopify was killing it earlier today. These are plays that you need to start looking at. Etsy and Shopify. We'll probably get into those. I know a lot of people are asking me about these stock. I believe they are both. Hear me good. They are both good long-term plays. Etsy and Shopify. But don't just go pile in. Zoom out. Actually, I'm going to get to that further down in this video on how you should look at Etsy and Shopify, okay? So here's what I want you to know, that the day a war starts is never, hear me good, is never a day to sell. It's always a day to buy. I've researched it back to the 70s, okay? The day a war starts is always a good day to buy and not to sell because of the fear. Remember, we talked about knee-jerk reaction, okay? Be brave when others are fearful. Run towards the burning building and catch the fallen baby, all right? So here's what I want to tell you about inflation. Used car prices are starting to taper off and they're actually coming down, right? They're actually down 5.7% versus 1% up. So it was expected for used cars to be up 1%, but they're down 5.7%. And that is a portion of the CPI number, the Consumer Price Index, right? A big portion of that number is used cars. I believe too much of that number is used cars. But it's a sign that people are saying, you know what, I'm not going to pay that price. Believe it or not, that's going to do more for inflation than higher interest rates. Because if you have less demand, you have less inflation. So let's just remember that. And the same thing is going to start happening for homes. People are going to start saying, I'm not paying that much, I'll just wait. And inflation, that will help inflation to come down, right? Okay, for those of you that don't believe that you have power or dry powder to trade, if you trade properly, you will always have cash to trade. And it's just not fresh powder, it's rotation. So, like for now, I have a lot of oil. You guys, I showed you guys that I got into oil. But I'm soon to sell all my oil, right? I have some of my oil left. I already sold some oil because what'll happen is oil prices can continue. They probably will short term continue to go up because of the geopolitical situation. But once there comes a point of some sort of cool off, and that doesn't mean that the war is entirely over because the stock market always get used to what's going on. It just doesn't like uncertainty, right? But if things cool down, then so will oil prices. The problem that most traders have is not knowing when to sell and how much to sell. So I'm starting to take some profits from my oil stock, and I will soon to do the same with my banking stock. But remember, anything I say is not a suggestion to buy, hold, or sell. I just do what smart money do. And we rotate. We don't wait until it's too late to rotate. We rotate in the proper manner, okay? So, because what happens was yesterday when all of that happened, it wiped out all of my bank profits. It wiped it all out. So, I think I was up just a little bit in one. It wasn't enough to even talk about. But today, now I'm back green in 2/3 of my banks and flat in the rest. Right? So it's a patience game. So I just want to teach you guys that don't know about being patient. All right, and we're going to get more into that. I got some very important things to show a lot of you guys that are new that's going to help you to make money during this period because I'm still making money in this bear market. All right. Now, after March 16th is when I'm going to start looking to take profit in my banks because even if the Feds go up 25 basis points, which is a quarter of a point, banks will still go up. Banks went down yesterday because of the geopolitical situation and nothing less. But when the Fed does raise the interest rates, then that's going to be good for banks, meaning banks will make more money. You will make money off of the banking stock that you have. All right, follow good people. So I want you to remember all of that. You can always rewind and write these things down. Good people, take notes. I always take notes. I keep a notepad with me everywhere, in my car, here, everywhere, because it helps you to make money. You're not going to remember everything, okay? Especially if you're new to the market. So let's look at what's going on, and I want to show you guys this. So you guys, I said yesterday that I went to lunch with a friend who had some Tesla, and he bought 60 shares, right? What I didn't tell you was I followed suit. And I'm not saying this to say, oh, look at Larry, he's making all of that. I'm really trying to help you guys that are struggling right now to be thinking long term. So I followed for a short period. And when Tesla, we were live, as Tesla went down to 7, as soon as I signed off, I looked at the technicals, I looked at the fundamentals, and I went in heavy on Tesla. And I made $90 a share on Tesla. So I went in heavy, I got in and I got out on that play. That was not in my long-term Tesla that I'm holding. That was a swing trade that I made. All right. And these are some of the things that I suggest you get experienced at before you try to make plays like that. It's very risky because it could have turned around and went the other way, fell down to 500, and I would have lost a ton of money. So I would suggest that if you're new, do not try this. Continue to dollar cost average in. Now, I'm still dollar cost averaging in all of my other plays, okay? That's the safest way and the long-term way to make money. Let me encourage you, if you keep looking at your portfolio and it's red, the longer it's red during this bear market, the longer you are buying things on sale. It's really just mind over matter. You have not lost a dime. Quit looking at your portfolio and crying. You haven't lost anything until you sell. But what I will tell you is that if you buy through this period and just continue to hold, if you look at the history of the stock market, I want you to Google, when was the stock market established? And I want to show you this because this is really going to help you guys. When was the stock market established? Okay, just take a guess while I'm doing this. All right. You guys can tell typing wasn't my first class. All right. So I want you guys to look at this. Look at that. The first stock market exchange in the United States was the Philadelphia Stock Market Exchange, founded in 1970. But it began in New York City, 1792, okay? Above, as New York Stock Exchange followed and quickly rose to prominence. So the New York Stock Exchange was established in New York City in 1792. So For those of you that think the stock market is a quick fly by night, something that's just going to fall apart, how many of you was born in 1792? How many of your parents were born in 1792? How many of your great grandparents was born in 1792? The stock market is old, and it always recover from a crash, a correction, and a recession. Okay, a bear market, a bull market, it always recovers, right? And so, if you're trying to get rich quick, just understand this is not the game to get rich quick, but you can still make money doing a bear market. So I'm going to talk real quick because I want to get a lot of information in. As we look right now, the Dow is, look at this. See here, the Dow is up. The Dow is up 800%. Oh, see here, 800%. S&P, look at this. I'm sorry, 800 points. 2.4%, 800 points. And the S&P, 82 points, you might as well say. NASDAQ, 148 points. See here? And you see the Russell there, right? So what I want to show you guys is, and this is going to help you guys that are new and some of you guys that just kind of forgot about fundamentals of using your tools. Okay, so let's hear what I said just a few days ago. Remember this? I made this just a few days ago, 2 days ago. Let's listen. Now, I'm not buying everything, all of the Tesla positions that I want. I am buying enough Tesla right now based on this price. I also have some limit buy orders in at 760 and 750. Just like I said, I believe that you'll be able to buy some Tesla during these times to, as I was stuttering. So remember, for those of you that remember, I was saying, look at the lows of this year. The lows of this year, if you take a chart and zoom out up until Tuesday, the lows was January 27th. So this is important for you to understand. So this year, the lows that we hit, which was pretty much the lows of the last 9 months, was January 27th. It was the day to buy. And remember, I had been saying that we were going to push beneath the lows. I believe that in my heart of hearts. Then I said, if you think that January 27th was the lows, then look at the stock that you want to buy and set limit orders to buy in on that date. So I did, and I had 4 orders that bought in that day. Okay, remember we were talking about that? Leave me a comment. All right, we want to help the entire family make money, okay, in this period. So that's why I'm just hitting you guys with all of these gems. Okay, so listen, let's look here. So let's look at what the new low is. All right, let's look at what the new low is. So now the new low we know was February 23rd. Look at that. Boom. That's Roblox, right? Let's go to another one. Let's go to Facebook. See here, February 23rd. All right. We know that that's the new low, right? So whatever stock that you're looking at, this is important for those of you, which is many of you or most of you that are at work, and all of this movement happened while you're at work. I want to help you. So what I want you to do is learn how to properly set a limit order. As a matter of fact, let's go over this right now. For those of you that don't have Webull, I have a link below for Webull, but you can use this in any of your broker accounts. You can use it in any of your broker accounts, okay? Let me see if this works. And pay close attention to this for those of you that don't know how to properly set a limit buy order, right? All right, let's do a Tesla trade, all right? Let's go TSLA. I'm using Webull as an app, and there's a link below for Webull. Download it and get started. All right, Tesla. What we're going to do is we're going to put an order in to buy 1 share of Tesla. But right here, we're going to go $700, right? Because it's shown us that's where the new bottom is. January 27th was the old bottom. Now, because of this conflict, it showed you that it could go to $7. We're buying one share. But here's what I want you to look at. Where it says day, time, or force, we want to select the bottom one that says good till cancel. We're going to select that. That means that this is not going to cancel until I cancel it, okay? If you don't select that, it will cancel at the end of the trading day, all right? Make sure we have buy selected, and to the left there, order type, make sure it's limit and not market, because if it's market, it's going to buy at the market price. We're going to select buy. It says there is a large difference between blah, 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 blah. So what I'm going to do is continue, and there it is. It is set. So I want you guys to understand that use your tools if you're at work, okay? We're not going to let this war, we're not going to let high interest rates, and we're not going to let inflation stop us from making money. We're going to continue to make money. I've been doing this a long time, and I am truly, truly, truly doing everything I can to try to help you guys. I have not had a day off. I haven't. And at some point, I'm going to have to take a week off. But I have not had a day off because I am just committed to you guys making money. I meet you guys every week, every time I go out, and it brings me joy to hear that you made money. I could not take the time to do this and just trade all day and chart all day, and I will live a good life, but I wouldn't be fulfilled. What fulfills me is to help as many of you as I can, all right? So we're going to stay positive. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys something else that will help you guys. And a lot of you guys has been trading for a while. This stuff is simple, but it's really helpful, okay? Let me make sure. I just kind of put this together really quick because I'm trying to get this out. It's difficult to watch the market and do this. I don't have any of my personal business here. So let's take a look at this, all right? This is going to help you. I'm not going to rush because this is not just about today. This is about for the rest of your trading, okay? So if you look here, now these are options calls, but you can do the same thing with your trades, right? These are Disney buys, okay? And so here, let's say this was the Disney price. So these are options, but let's just say this was the Disney price. What I did is I have buy orders down, right? So I have buy orders at 345, 340, 335, 3. And so what will happen is if something happens, like if Putin just takes over the Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, and then this one buys, and then it drops a little lower than this buys, and it drops lower than this buys, and then this buys, you get it, then it triggers all of those buys at a low. And then what might happen is the same thing that happened. We start out red. The pre-markets are just bloody, bloody red. And we're 800 points down. And then the next thing you know, we're green. And so this is how I make a lot of the plays that I make. I got it set on automatic. And I set realistic prices. So you don't have to set a buy order, a limit buy order in on all at one price. Stair step it down just in case the market tanks. Then you've participated in it as it went down and your dollar cost averaging down and your tools are working for you. All right, good people, I'm going to leave it right there. I know there was a lot in this video. I just wanted to hit you guys off with a lot, and make sure again that you check out all the links below. All right, make sure you download that Webull if you cannot trade before the market opens and after it closes. All right, and they're going to give you some free stock worth up to $3,000. I believe today is the last day, so download that, and then the Coinbase link for crypto, which we are making money because we bought the lows. Remember, Crypto trades 24/7. So crypto tanked in the middle of the night when the war started. And then when the market opened, so followed stock. All right, good people. Hey, if you learned one thing from this video, give me a like right now. All right. If you learned one thing, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Some of you are not getting notifications. So make sure your notification bell. You say, hey, Larry, I didn't hear about this play. Why did you let me know now? I let the family know when I was live. Matter of fact, I let the family know before I even placed my orders because I was live. And so I want you to be able to partake. All right, good people, we're going to leave it right there. Love you guys as always. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend.